What's going on, family? My beautiful conscious family. My beautiful YouTube family, Soulful Brody. Back at it again. It's like my fourth time making this video. Just technical difficulties, really, but shout out to all the black sheep out there. Shout out to all the crazy people who get called crazy. You know who you are. You're probably watching this video. You're probably one of them. But I mentioned last video, I was going to talk about what I thought it meant to be spiritual and what spirituality means, and kind of compare and contrast that to many religions. And then I realized that's just a bad video. I wouldn't want to do that justice because, first of all, that would sound preachy, and that's not my message. I don't want to sound preachy at all. I want people to think for themselves, because that's what I think spirituality is, and that's what I'm going to talk about today. A lot of individuality and just being in tone with who you are inside. And I feel like it comes off as preachy because, like, a lot of people going through their spiritual journeys and the first step in their awakening process will realize, like, they'll have like an epiphany moment, something that resonates with them that probably a lot of people won't understand. Like, maybe you felt like you had a higher dimensional being, a spiritual being talking to you. Maybe it's telling you to get your life on track this way. Maybe just to stop drinking, stop smoking, or something. And maybe you saw them in a dream, or maybe you tried meditating and you felt this great energy, and it's changing you, and you want to share it with everybody. Like, so you want to tell your friends or your family, like, hey, this really happened to me. Like, I communicated with a fairy, or when this really works. Like, I really recommend you to start meditating, start learning that there's more to life than just this. Like, we are the gods. There's not one God. We are all gods. We are embodiment of the universe, and that sounds preachy, and I get that. So what I recommend to those people, if you ever feel alone, or if you feel like the crazy person, because people will just laugh at you if you ever mention these things that are so impactful to you, instead of trying to convince them that they happen, show them that it happened. Stop drinking, stop smoking, like the fairy told you, and they'll take note of that. They'll take you can mention this crazy stuff, because, like, if they're interested, that's one thing for sure, and that's great to inform people, build their awareness up. But you also have to walk the walk, and I think those actions speak way louder than any of the words you would preach. So if they see you, taking care of yourself and doing right in your own skin, then they might say, oh, well, I guess it doesn't matter if a higher dimensional being did talk to him, because something obviously worked. Something obviously made him grasp a hold of his life even more. And I mention this because my whole goal is to raise the vibration of the planet. By doing that, I have to raise the vibration of myself and all of you guys. And I realized after making a lot of these videos, it's better to not be preachy, although you could argue I'm doing that now, is to just take care of myself and do it with action, and then people will catch on, people will understand. And because, like, let's be honest, nobody wants to be the crazy dude, but we are who we are, and that's what I really wanted to talk about today, was individuality. I mentioned, in my previous videos, I mentioned a lot of the chakra systems, and we're working our way up slowly but surely. I mentioned the root chakra, how we are grounded to this earth and getting into nature, knowing that we exist on this physical plane. We are higher dimensional beings having a spiritual, or we are spiritual beings having a human experience, but we are still a part of this Mother Earth, and we have to cherish that. And I talked about the sacral chakra also being like water, and taking the bad situations as good, just keep flowing. And now I wanted to talk about the next chakra, which is the solar plexus, which deals a lot with individuality, individual strength, confidence. It's the fire chakra. So that's what it's all about. That's what I think individuality is, and that's what I think spirituality is. It's all about embracing yourself, because you are your own God. And that's why I say shout out to all the black sheeps out there. because you know who you are. You might not fit in. You be the odd one out of your family, the odd one out of your friend group, because you have a different way of thinking. And a lot of times society can put judgments on you and make you feel like you're left out, like you're not a part of the herd. But I encourage all of you to embrace this aspect of you, because that's what makes you truly beautiful. Do you really want to be a part of the herd? Do you really want to follow what other people are supposedly telling you what to do, what's right and wrong? I think us indigos, we are smart enough to figure that out for ourselves. And that's what I think it truly means to be spiritual. You could listen to every teaching. You could listen to me, what I think it is. What I truly think spirituality is doing what is best for you and listening to yourself and going from within, listening from within, understanding things, not just understanding things from a book or someone preaching. Do your own research, do your own practice, and go from within. And then you will find all the answers you need, because everybody's answers are different. This isn't like a test. This isn't like you choose A, B, C, or D, and one of them's right. No. What makes us beautiful creatures and why everybody is so special and unique is that my answer could be A, your answer could be B, her answer could be C. And neither one of them are wrong. They're all right. It's all about figuring it out for ourselves. And I think spirituality really embraces that. And that's what I embrace about it. It's not like a religion where you believe in a God or that's the right answer, you know. I don't want to knock religions, but spirituality is like you are the God and you have the answers. Everything you need is within you, and I think that's so empowering to a lot of people. And it that doesn't include any fear, because how can we fear something when we are it? I hope that makes sense. And I'm not knocking religion, because like a lot of religion have very good values and compasses there, teaching us very humane things, just simple things like being nice and having respect for each other and not wanting to sin, I guess. Like that's all great for the world, and that can all raise its vibration as well. But on the lines of individuality, don't be afraid if you have these different beliefs, these weird belief systems, or if you're into to weird things that don't accustom to the norm of society. Like, you gotta embrace it, man. You gotta love yourself, because you're all you got at the end of the day. At the end of the day, we are all one, but what truly matters is you. You gotta take care of yourself first and foremost. And like I always felt that I was like a little bit out there, a little bit weirder than the rest, and I always embraced it. And it feels way better to embrace it because you get more strength from it. You feel unique. You feel like you're your own person. You're not a robot. You are so beautiful. And a lot of this, I have a tough time trying to articulate this, but a lot of people with like problems, like maybe they have like depression or anxiety, and maybe it's not related by external sources. Maybe it's all internal. What I mean by that is maybe it's just, like a doctor will say, it's your biological makeup. You know, you have mood swings, so here's this pill. What I say to that is just is learn to embrace it. Don't look at it as your mood swings or your problems, your depressional problems as a curse. Look at it as a blessing, because it makes you who you are. And learn to deal with it and learn to cope with it on your own terms. Don't look for an external source to give you a pill to make you feel better, to try to fix you, because you don't need fixing. You are perfect. You are beautiful just how you are. The most beautiful people are the ones that stick true to themselves and don't let others sway their judgment or beliefs. It's like, I would rather see someone be completely them, even if them maybe come off as like uglier or anything, or weird or crazy, because that is truly beautiful because it's them and them only. And you start to embrace that, I guess, with age and maturity. As you get older, you start to really love the people for who they are, not for what other people tell them to be. So I wanted to talk a little bit about that. I was so bummed. I tried to record this video like 4 times, but it's been raining out. And I wanted to get outside. People kept bugging me, but I got it out, and I'm happy. Shout out to all the black sheeps out there. Keep doing you. Embrace your uniqueness. Shout out to all the crazy people. You've been called crazy. Craziest people are actually the smartest. How do we have any advancement without crazy people? Think Einstein, or whoever came up with electricity, Tesla, Benjamin Franklin, I don't know, man. I need to read a book. Whoever called them crazy and where we are now, they're not calling them crazy no more. Little things like that, like crazy people shape the world, and we have more creativity. We can think outside the box. We don't stick to the structure. We don't stick to the plan. And I'm loving it. I love creative souls, artistic souls out here who just embrace it and just do what they feel. They walk their own path. They walk to the beat of their own drum, and I'm all for it. This video's getting kind of long. I'm rambling at the end like I usually do. But anyway, guys, stay safe. Keep your energy up. Take care of yourself. Soulful Brody, once again, signing out. Peace.